Welcome to Darkwing's Flawless Victory, where I want all the smoke, so just bring it.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? First things first, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. I hope everybody got to spend time with their family. I hope everybody got to enjoy their family. Now that that's over with, I noticed the last video I made, I ruffled a few feathers. And if you saw my intro, it says that I want all the smoke. So guess what? I ain't running from nothing. I'm still here and I'm doubling down on it. You see what's over there? Jordan 1, Kobe 2, LeBron 3. For you LeBron fans that are out there whining and crying about this, why should LeBron be 1? Because of longevity? Truth be told, it took LeBron 20 years to get to where it took Jordan 15 years to get. Where it took Kobe 15 years to get. Jordan and Kobe stayed with the same teams to win their chips. LeBron ran to Miami, back to Cleveland, and into LA to win his chips. He didn't just stay home and let them build around him. Like I said in the comment on the last video, LeBron is a serial runner. He's a serial runner. He wants a ready-made team for him to come, and then he gets all the glory and all the credit. Whereas Jordan had to struggle for a little bit until they built around him, until they got Phil Jackson. But he was already a scoring champ. Wasn't it Larry Bird that said that MJ was, or God is Michael Jordan in basketball shorts? God is Jordan. Like, who says that? But I hear that there's a little thing going around saying, well, and it started with JJ Redick saying that he played nothing but plumbers. The league was watered down. Well, I ran across homie over here on TikTok, and he spat a few facts for y'all. So I'm gonna play this video.
They say Michael Jordan had weaker opponents than LeBron, but we about to debunk that bronze-sexual narrative. If you make it to the NBA Finals, last time I checked, you have to face 3 teams in your own conference before you face 1 team from the other conference. So that means if you make it to the Finals, 75% of the teams that you face are going to be in your own conference. It took Jordan 7 years before he won his first NBA Finals. The average wins between Michael Jordan's first-round opponents from 1985 to 1990 is 54.7. It took LeBron 9 years before he won his first NBA Finals, and we all know that he missed the playoffs his first 2 years. But still, the average wins of LeBron's first-round opponents from 2005 to 2011 is 41.2. 54.7 to 41.2. That's a huge gap. Now, to be fair, Jordan was the bottom seed in his first 3 years in the playoffs, so he had to face the 59-win Bucks, the 67-win Celtics, and the 59-win Celtics. But still, if you took away those first 3 teams that he faced as a bottom seed, the average wins of his first-round opponents is still 47.6. That's still more than 41.2. The best first-round opponent that LeBron had from 05 to 2011 was a 43-win Wizards team in 2008. Let's look at the years that they made it to the finals. Michael Jordan beat 3 50-win teams in 4 out of his 6 championship runs. In LeBron's runs to the finals, he only has 3 years where he faced, not beat, but faced 3 teams with 50 wins. 2011, 2017, and 2018 were the only years of LeBron's career where he faced at least 3 50-win teams, and he lost in the finals each year. For you slow people, that means LeBron has never had a championship run where he beat at least 350-win teams. If you take the win average of their opponents during their finals runs, LeBron's highest opponent win average was 55.25, and obviously it was in 2016 because he faced the 73-win Warriors. Jordan's highest opponent's win average was in 1997, and that was 57.25. So even with the 73-win Warriors on his resume, he still falls short to Mike. During Michael Jordan's 6 finals runs, he beat 16 teams with 50 wins or better. During LeBron's finals runs, he faced 18 teams that had 50 wins or better. Not beat, but faced. So that means that Michael Jordan beat almost the same amount of 50-win teams that LeBron just faced in his finals run. In 2013, LeBron didn't face a 50-win team until he got to the finals. Jordan never had that luxury. LeBron fans always say that LeBron had tougher opponents in the finals. And that's probably true. And that's only because 70% of the All-NBA players were in the Western Conference during LeBron's runs to the finals. That means that the best that the NBA had to offer were mostly in the opposing conference. Why do you think Derrick Rose was the only first-team All-NBA player that LeBron ever faced during his runs to the finals in the East? Why do you think since 1998 the East has only won 9 championships in 27 years? The NBA was a lot more balanced during MJ's era, and that's why most years since 1998 a lot of people looked at the Western Conference Finals as the real NBA Finals, because they knew whatever team won in the West was more than likely going to be the champion. So LeBron fans, please shut the fuck up with that LeBron had more comp bullshit. He only had better competition in the finals because the best players were in the Western Conference, while literally playing in the weakest conference of all time.
Well, what do we have here? What do we have here? I mean,
He's on fire!
yeah. And also, so that begs the question, is the league more watered down now than it was back in Jordan's time? Because all the facts that homie just laid out shows that Jordan actually did face tougher opponents on his road to the finals. Jordan did face tougher opponents on his way to the finals. Those are straight facts. So, again, tell me why LeBron should be better than Jordan? Because he has more points. Right? Is that what it is? Nah. Your points and your assist and all that jazz doesn't make you better. Then if that's the case, then why does MJ have more defensive all first teams? Where's LeBron's at? What? Maybe 1? League MVPs, finals MVPs, conference championship MVPs. And don't give me that nonsense. Well, he had Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. Let's see. Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. That's Miami. He ran from Cleveland to Miami. Oh, and then he goes back. He's got Kyrie. He's got Kevin Love. Once Kyrie won it out, he went to LA. Anthony Davis. Serial runner. And we all know that picture right there definitely would have happened. And he's definitely not helping this generation beat the soft talk. This y'all's man's right here. you would have thought that somebody didn't cut this dude in half as much as he be flopping all over the floor like he's like a fish out of water. That's y'all's man's. That's y'all's man's. Flopping like that. Dude is 6'8", 250 pounds for what? For no reason. Other than when he's driving to the basket and put his shoulder down into somebody's ribs to get an easy basket and a foul. That shit was soft. Soft as Charmin. That made no sense to see all that flopping. And there's a lot more out there that look just like that. Like, dude has made a career out of flopping. Meanwhile, you can go on YouTube. You can go on the TikTok and Instagram and find videos of Jordan getting his ass handed to him and still getting up and dunking on folks. There was a reason why these dudes feared Jordan. They don't fear LeBron. They'd rather be friends with LeBron. They don't fear him. And then on the other hand, we got the Mamba, right? Like, don't get me started on Mamba. Mamba mentality. Everybody lives by Mamba mentality. If LeBron lived by Mamba mentality, maybe he wouldn't be so soft. This is the same dude that tore his Achilles, got up, walked up to the free throw line, shot the free throw, made the free throw, walked off the court like nothing was even wrong. We've seen LeBron leave in a wheelchair from cramps. Fucking cramps. This is why people my age, and maybe a little bit younger, but also definitely older, don't see LeBron as a top 1 or 2 player because it's all the stuff that was named, the videos I showed. Like, his road to the finals were not tougher than Jordan's. Hell, his road to the finals was not tougher than Kobe. And I know what y'all gonna say about Kobe. Well, he has Shaq. Well, let the record show that in the 3 with Shaq, majority of those games were Kobe outscored Shaq. The only reason why I look like Shaq carried them because they would rather live with Shaq dunking the ball than Kobe shooting the ball. Shaq always had the advantage. Think about who they went up with against. Rick Smits. Really? Really? You're telling me that you wouldn't feed Shaq the ball against a Rick freaking Smits? For those of you that aren't old enough to know, that's the Indiana Pacers center for the first Kobe Shaq title. Rick Smits. And then they tried to help him out with Dale and Antonio Davis. Didn't work. So, of course, I'm going to feed Shaq the ball. Why wouldn't I? But Kobe still got his. It was just, what does Shaq like to say these days? It was just barbecue chicken against Rick Smits. And then you got the New Jersey Nets 2 years in a row. Who's guarding Shaq? Do we even remember who the center was? They had Kenyon Martin. They had Kenyon Martin trying to guard Kobe and Shaq for the most part because we don't remember who the center was. So, again, barbecue chicken because Kobe was having Richard Jefferson and Keith Van Horn and Jason Kidd thrown at him, and Kenyon Martin was on Shaq. Give me Shaq. But leading up to those finals, it was Kobe that was carrying the team. Shaq has even admitted that. Shaq has also admitted that he would have been a lot more dominant if he adopted Kobe's Mamba mentality mindset to be great at everything. I don't know, man. Y'all kill me. This is why this will be my top 3 until somebody else comes along. MJ, Kobe, LeBron. And here's the thing. Everybody says Kobe is the closest thing to Jordan. Well, if Jordan is the GOAT, why wouldn't Kobe be second? A little food for thought. Listen, I also want to throw this out there. I don't dislike LeBron. I really don't. I am of the mentality that people are living in the now when it comes to LeBron. And they forget guys like Magic, Larry, Dr. J, Oscar Robertson, Kareem, Michael, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I could keep going. All existed before this dude. Hell, Scottie Pippen was doing what LeBron does. Scottie Pippen. So I'm not saying LeBron is Scottie Pippen because we know LeBron is not Scottie Pippen. LeBron is above Scottie. But I'm just saying, like, if you're going to compare players, you should compare LeBron to people like Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson. You know, those guys are 6'8", 6'9", playing point guard and guarding all over the court. I mean, we've seen Magic Johnson guard a center when Kareem got hurt, down there playing center when Kareem got hurt in the finals, sky hooking people. We've seen Scottie guarding whoever Jordan didn't guard all over the court. We've seen LeBron do it. So that's all I'm saying. I don't dislike LeBron, but I hate people that discard the ones that came before LeBron or even during LeBron, because Kobe was during LeBron. Like T-Mac was during LeBron. Vince Carter was during LeBron, but these guys get put to the side for LeBron. And it's people like JJ Redick who has these platforms, and they push that narrative like Jordan played nothing but plumbers. But homie down here stated the facts to y'all. So who really played against the plumbers? Sound like it was LeBron. Put all the numbers together. And for those of you guys that want the video, hit me up. I'll send you the video, or I'll send you homie's name. He's on TikTok. He has all kinds of facts. He even got facts on there about Kobe outscoring Shaq to get to the finals. So I'm just saying, y'all, a lot of people live in the now instead of living for as a whole. Who came before also? Don't forget about them. Because I'm going to be one that shows up and like, nah, we ain't doing that. I don't dislike LeBron. Do I think LeBron's a top 5, top 3? Yes, LeBron's top 3. But do I think he's better than Michael and Kobe? No. I'm old enough to have remembered Michael. I remember Michael's first championship. I'm old enough to have seen Kobe come into the league, Mamba mentality. How many of you guys, even to this day, even me to this day, I'm teaching my 5-year-old son, anytime we shoot something in the trash, we say, Kobe. We ain't doing that for LeBron. I'm just saying, like, pay homage to the ones before. LeBron's great. Yes, he is absolutely 100% great. And I'm not taking that away from him. But y'all tear down Michael and Kobe to lift LeBron up. And that's not okay in my eyes. But, man, I really enjoy doing this. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy getting on here and making content and posting it up and having conversations with you guys. Even if, hey, like I say at the beginning, I want all the smoke. So you got something you want me to tackle? You got questions you want to ask? You want to come at me? Just bring it. I want all the smoke. Give me y'all's best shot, and I'll give you mine back. Trust and believe that. I love doing this. So this will be my last show before the New Year's. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year. When after the New Year, y'all have given me the idea to not just stop right here at, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Kareem, and Hakeem. If you remember correctly, those are my top 5. Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Kareem, Hakeem. But I think I'm going to start making lists and making content about my list. Started with the NBA, since the NBA is a very hot topic, very, very hot topic. And y'all bring the smoke to me because I want all the smoke. And so sometime after the new year, we're going to start with my top 5 point guards of all time. And we're going to go from point guard to shooting guard to small forward to power forward to center. So with that being said, I want everybody to go out and have a good new year. Please, please, please be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out there and get yourself in any trouble. Don't do that. That's the last thing that anybody wants, is to get themselves in trouble. Also, if you're drinking, call an Uber. Call an Uber. It is cheaper to get an Uber than to pay for a lawyer and getting bailed out of jail. Call an Uber. If you live in Oklahoma, heck, send me a message. Y'all can find me on these down here: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. I got email and everything listed on there. If you're in Oklahoma, hey, give me a shout, man. If I can get there to pick you up and take you where you need to be, I am more than happy to do so. So with that being said, I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Bring the smoke to me. If you got something to say, bring it to me. I'm here for it. I'm here for it all. Until next time, show your boy DarkwingDubb some love. Instagram, TikTok, the YouTubes. Click that bell, and let's have a good time. Again, beginning in sometime in January, first week, second week, I don't know yet. Be on the lookout for my top 5 point guards of all time. And until next time, this has been a good show. I appreciate everybody that has supported me since I got started.
Flawless victory.
Been in flawless victory. Salute.
Flawless victory.